Hello, welcome to Advaita, and in this video we'll talk about the nature of existence and how this universe is explained through the philosophy of Advaitha Vedanta. So now let's look at how Advaita Vedanta helps us understand the nature of this existence and understand the nature of this universe better. Basically what Advaita propounds is non-dualism. It says that there is just one thing in this universe and it is not a thing, and that is consciousness. So what in the modern terms we call consciousness is what the Advaita Vedanta philosophy is based on. And this philosophy comes directly from Upanishads, which again come from Vedas, which is the knowledge base for the entire Hindu religion from thousands of years. So all these teachings are coming from the Upanishads. So Advaita explains the universe in this way. If you look at this simple slide, the background of the slide, which is white, is what is consciousness, which is called as Brahman or the God. So this God is Nirguna, which means that he doesn't have any qualities. It is not even a he or a she, but we use these terms so that we can talk about it. This entire background of the slide is what we can call as the God, the Brahman or the consciousness. So it is the fundamental essence in which the entire universe appears. So within that consciousness or Brahman appears Maya. Maya is nothing but the triangle that you see in this diagram. This time, space and causation, together they form a triangle and they form a stage on which this entire universe happens. So on that consciousness or on Brahman, time, space and causation initially appear and they form a certain framework for the rest of this existence to exist or rest of this universe to exist. And time, space and causation also forms a cycle. So there is creation, sustenance and destruction within the time, space and causation. And this concept is very popular in Hinduism. We know as Brahma, the god Brahma, to be the creator, Lord Vishnu to be the sustainer of this universe, and Shiva to be the destroyer of this universe. So in this way Maya appears in Brahman, and Maya is nothing but time, space and causation. So time by its nature is cyclical. So the moment time appears, creation, sustenance and destruction starts happening. This is what time does. And then causation is the concept of cause and effects. This is very common in this physical universe. Day and night happens because of the rotation of Earth. Different seasons happen because of revolution of Earth around the sun. So there are different causes and different effects. And all the causes and effects happen because of the causation aspect of Maya. And then comes space. Space is the fundamental element, and again from that fundamental element comes the other four elements, which is fire, water, air and earth. So all these five elements together form the rest of the physical universe. So this is a basic framework that is given by Advaita Vedanta to explain how the Nirguna Brahman or the ultimate God through Maya is manifested as this universe that we can see all around us. Now I'll explain in a little more detail what Advaita Vedanta says about the nature of this universe and the nature of existence by explaining different aspects of existence. So first of all, there are two states of existence in which this universe exists. One is Vyakta and another one is Avyakta. So Avyakta is the unmanifested state, and in this state there is no physical universe as we experience it right now, and consciousness alone exists in an inert state. And then comes the manifested state or the Vyakta state of existence, in which the physical universe and different dimensions of existence all exist together. And even in the manifested state, though we can see the infinite manifestations and infinite forms of divine, still the underlying essence is the same God which was there before manifestation. So this is the basic teaching that Advaita gives. If you look at the simple diagram, you can understand this existence in two aspects. One is absolute reality and the second one is transactional reality. Transactional reality is what we are experiencing right now. You are listening to this, I am talking, and your senses are active, you are constantly consuming different information, you are experiencing this world as something which is separate from yourself. All this is happening, all the physical world that we see around us, all this is happening in the transactional reality. And in the absolute reality, there is only consciousness and nothing else. And that consciousness is Brahman. So from the unmanifested state of existence, Maya appears first. Maya is nothing but time, space and causation. And there are two aspects of Maya. So we can understand Maya by understanding its two aspects. One is projection and the second one is concealment. First, let's understand the projection aspect of Maya. Time, space and causation together form the projection aspect of Maya. Time as a concept that we are experiencing right now is because of Maya. And Maya projects this physical universe from consciousness. Understand this diagram in this way. So everything that you can see on this slide is consciousness and consciousness alone. But from that consciousness, something called as Maya appears. And this Maya is nothing but time, space and causation, which is basically a framework for this physical universe to exist. And within this framework and within this triangle, all the different dimensions, parallel realities, lokas and infinite universes, all the things that science is exploring, our technology, our warfare, our nationalism, everything happens within this triangle of Maya. And Maya forms the transactional reality that we experience today. Beyond this transactional reality is the absolute reality which always exists. And the second aspect of Maya is concealment, which is basically ignorance. This is very simple to understand. All of us do not experience each other as ourselves, right? All of us on this planet, we have subjective experiences. We have individual experiences. We don't experience this entire universe as ourselves. This is because of ignorance, and this is the second aspect of Maya. Maya conceals the absolute truth and creates a sort of veil through which we do not perceive the absolute truth. And this is the reason for all the suffering and all the pain that we see on this planet. So basically, all the suffering that we experience is because of division. We think that we are separate. And that is why whenever we take decisions, we do not take into account what that decisions do to someone else. But we think that we are separate from someone else because of Maya, because of the veiling power of Maya, which conceals the absolute truth and projects a transactional reality, and by doing so makes way for this entire physical reality to exist. So once someone realizes the truth and starts living the truth, he at some point comes out of Maya, and this process is said to be enlightenment. So this person who is enlightened is free from Maya. He is free from bondage, he is free from time, space and causation. Although he or she exists in this planet just like regular people, they are not bound by anything. They experience this entire universe as themselves. We have seen many examples of beings like this, whether we talk about Jesus Christ or Buddha or Krishna or Swami Vivekananda, and there are many enlightened beings who still exist on this planet today who experience this entire universe as themselves. So they again come out of this cycle of creation, maintenance and destruction, and they come out of the triangle of time, space and causation, and they are free from everything. So they become one with that consciousness which was themselves all along, and they become one with that consciousness from which they once emerged as an individual soul. So this is a basic framework which is given by Advaita to explain the nature of existence. If you are listening to this for the first time, some of these concepts might be confusing for you. So I'll try and make many videos in the future to explain different aspects of Advaita, and I'll try to cover different concepts which will help us to understand this philosophy better. Thank you for watching this video. If you like content like this, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the next video.